This episode of Lifehacker is brought to you by Netflix.
Welcome back to Lifehacker's Summer Series. Here's a rundown of what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to walk through how to remote control the killer music streaming service Spotify from the comfort of your iPhone or Android device, save cash without giving up on privacy when shopping at stores with club discounts, find your way into Spotify without an invite, and more. Sound good? Let's get to it.
Hey Lifehacker, I really love Spotify, but I really wish I could control it with my phone. Is there anything I can do about that?
Yeah, I'm lazy too. I'm listening to this song right now and I can't stand it, but I really don't want to get up and walk all the way over to my computer over there. Luckily, just like the iTunes remote, there are apps for both Android and iOS that you can use to change Spotify from afar. Here's how it works.
There are a number of different Spotify remote apps for each platform. For example, if you have a Spotify Premium account, you'll want to use Respot for Android. Otherwise, Android users will want to use Spotomote for Windows or Macify if you're on a Mac. iOS users can use Remoteless for iPhone, whether you're on a Mac or Windows machine. All of these apps require you download a small server app that runs alongside Spotify on your desktop computer. Macify is the only exception, which just requires that you turn on remote login in your Mac system preferences. Once you've installed the app on both your computer and your phone, you can just open it up and control your Spotify from anywhere on that wireless network. You can play and pause tracks, skip through them, scrub around within the track, and, on some apps, even search Spotify's database or your own library for songs to listen to. You'll have an enormous catalog of music at your disposal, all without ever having to get off the couch.
You know how you have to hand over your phone number to sign up for a club discount card at your local grocery store? Turns out that people sign up for these cards using fake phone numbers all the time. And Jenny's number from the 80s song by Tommy Two-Tone, also known as 8675309, is one of the most commonly used numbers. So the next time you're in a store that has a club program and you don't want to hand over your phone number, try it out with your local area code and reap the rewards. Popular music service Spotify opened its doors in the US last week, but like Google+, it requires an invitation before you can start using it. Rather than wait for Spotify to send an invitation your way, Adam Dotches found a workaround that will let you get started with Spotify's free account right away by first signing up for a UK account using a proxy. Check out his full post for a detailed step-by-step guide. Next up, cheap Frappucinos. Using money-saving blog Squawk Fox's recipe, you can create a make-it-yourself Frappuccino using cheap ingredients for less than 50 cents. Perfect for a hot summer day. And finally, Google+. Last week we highlighted a few formatting tricks on Google's social network, but Google+ user Simon Lawston put together an even more comprehensive guide, highlighting, for example, every keyboard shortcut, like using the J and K keys to scroll through your post, the best way to send private messages, and how to share your post with a permalink. Check out lifehacker.com/highlights for more of this week's top posts.
Okay, let's see what we've got. First up is a Windows app called Fast Preview, and it adds full resolution previews to images in Windows Explorer. It's kind of like Quick Look for Mac. Next up, we've got two Firefox extensions. First is Recall Monkey, and it searches your Firefox history with advanced filters so you can find what you're looking for. Next, we have Selection SK, which adds search and translations to highlighted text in Firefox, so just right-click something that you've selected and you'll have those options. Next, we have Elise, which is for Windows and Mac, and it adds more flexible and powerful tags to help you organize your files. Lastly, for Mac, we have Palua, which automatically and manually toggles between your Mac's function key modes. You have some built-in functions Apple put there for brightness, sound, and iTunes controls, which are great, but sometimes you want to actually use your function keys for the functions in a particular app. Palua will let you toggle between those two modes with a keyboard shortcut, but it can also do it automatically by remembering your preferences from when you've toggled before.
Hungry? Thirsty? The refreshment stand is open.
Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, allowing members to instantly watch TV episodes and movies over the internet and stream them directly to a ton of devices like the Xbox 360, Sony's PS3, the Nintendo Wii, and more. Netflix offers you immediate gratification. As an unlimited member, you can instantly watch as many movies as you want for one low monthly price, and there's never any late fees or due dates. As a new member and a Lifehacker viewer, you can get a free trial membership by going to netflix.com/lifehacker and signing up right now. You'll be supporting the show and opening yourself up to a vast library of quality entertainment.
And now, it's showtime.
This week on YouTube, Whitson showed off Chrome OS running on his Acer netbook. Google's released their own line of official Chromebooks now, but the general consensus is that for most of us, they're overpriced. Thankfully, you can get your hands on the operating system without shelling out a few $100 using Chromium OS, the open source project behind the Chrome OS. It's not compatible with every device, and it does require a special build of Chromium, but once you get it running, it's pretty close to the full Chrome experience. Whitson has a guide on setting it up also on Lifehacker. Next up, we showed off a simple trick to quickly view browser history on your Android phone. Just hold down that back button, and after a second or so, you should see a list of your recently visited sites. It might not work on all devices, but it worked on the phones we tested it on. Your mileage may vary. Finally, we took a look at Click.To, a free app for Windows that allows you to quickly send text or images from one app to another. All you do is add something to your clipboard, pick the app or online service you want to send that text or image to, and you're done.